Good morning, YouTube. How's everyone doing today? Figured I would get on my new video of the day for the 40-day challenge. I think this is 8 or 9 of the 40. Um, and it is a gameplay that I got last night with Tucker Kills, which is Zach, and Matt Slacker from over at AGE, both on the DM8R men's division for the casual roster. If you ever get a chance to play with these guys, definitely do it. They're a blast, a lot of fun to play with, and one of the cool things about working with these two is even if there's just the three of us in a game, we still do fairly well just because of our communication and our chemistry in the game, and I think that's a really important thing that we're going to touch on. Now, this was a good gameplay for me, so I'm going to upload it. We did have one that all of us did really, really well in, and that'll be coming probably in the next week. We're going to do a montage/edit/tricom on it, so be on the lookout for that. It's going to be really cool. Now, I wasn't going to upload this video, but they said that I had to because I decided to use the B-52. Not once, but twice. And the game punished me for it exponentially. Now, I figured after the first time I wouldn't have a problem with it, but the second time, the game said, this probably isn't for you. Now, every good player, great player, and legendary player will, every blink of a moon, make a really, really dumb mistake in this game. And I think that I got all of my dumb mistakes out in just this game, actually. Where I was only killed by the enemy one time. All of the other three were all me, with 2 B-52s, which you will see I just earned one of them. Anyway, so we got all that cool stuff coming. 2 other series are in the works. Let's Just Destroy is on episode like 3 or 4, getting ready to have another one up tomorrow. Slack and Freaks did well for the first one. We're still working on that, getting those in. So if you have any weapon suggestions that you want to see us do a gameplay with, doesn't matter how off the wall it is, leave it here as a message and we will hit that up. We'll do a gameplay with it. Next thing I was going to do was get this question and answer stuff out of the way. Now, I was going to save it for an entire commentary on its own, but I figured since I've got space here and I've got a while till I kill myself, hey dogs, that I would go ahead and answer some now. The first question on the list was sent to me on Facebook, and it asked, what college do you go to? Now, you sent it to me on Facebook, meaning you can see what college I go to, so I don't know why you would ask this, but I went to Towson University for my undergrad, where I did Advanced Information Technology for Computer Security, and I'm at University of Maryland now working on my Master's in Cybersecurity. It's a blast. If you are young and looking to figure out which college you want to go to, I definitely recommend checking out Maryland. It's a blast, better than Duke, UNC, and Penn State, and Ohio State, and all those other ones. Sorry, sisters who go to Virginia Tech and UVA and those schools, but Maryland's better. Next question is, what was your favorite anime series? I'm guessing you heard the Bleach reference a couple of videos ago, but despite popular belief, my favorite one is not Bleach. I like the series, but the arcs and stuff in it kill me. They really do, because it just throws pointless shit in. It's like me randomly talking about how to make cupcakes in the middle of one of these videos. Now, never really got into Naruto. One Piece is surprisingly a fantastic series, completely designed from the ground up to be original, and I really like what they did with it. And so if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. It's definitely evolved into a series worth watching. But my favorite series would have to be Shochinen no Samurai, or Samurai 7 from Akira Kurosawa. It was remade back in 07 and 08 as a masterpiece based off of Akira Kurosawa's masterpiece, which came out, I want to say, the 40s or 50s. It's essentially about a group of villagers who are being ravaged by bandits season after season, the bandits are controlled by the merchants in the city to keep profits up and maintain order, pretty much. So the villagers go and hire samurai to come and protect them, and it's an epic piece. And if you really like old movies that are really good, I definitely recommend it. And if you like Lord of the Flies, Apollo, Clash of the Titans, any of those old classics, this is one that you should add to your list of watching Saturday night when you're bored and not playing Xbox. Now, Marvel vs. Capcom versus Mortal Kombat. That's a touchy question, because both of them are great games in their own right, but honestly I'd have to say Soul Calibur is the answer, because I really like Soul Calibur over both of those. I liked the storyline behind it and everything. I haven't played Mortal Kombat yet. Haven't heard anything bad about it yet. Marvel vs. Capcom, I think has a lot of potential, but I was disappointed they used the same two-dimensional battle system that they've always used. They souped the graphics up and made it a bit more fluid, but I was really hoping that they would have added in a three-dimensional system, kind of like what King of Fighters has. King of Fighters had it, Soul Calibur had it. I want to say Tekken had it. Maybe. I'll look into that one actually for the next video. But it definitely, I think the games need to evolve into a three-dimensional world where you can, not just that, but where you can integrate your surroundings into it. There was a game on Wii called No More Heroes, and it did that. It was a fighting game across the board with a lightsaber that you had to, it was battery powered and you had to stop and shake it in the middle of battle. Yeah, shaking it. Anyway, what it did was it had a completely three-dimensional world where you would fight, and it was more like a RPG that you fought in, which I thought was an interesting concept. Now, another one that I thought was an interesting one for the fighter genre was... Shit, what was the name of that game? Oh, I played the demo before. It was the Fist of the North Star game, and it had a fantastic three-dimensional combat system. I really enjoyed how it worked and how fluid it was to go from one technique to the other without really stopping. And that's something that I think that Marvel, Capcom, Mortal Kombat, all those guys should really think about integrating into their systems. Is something to make the fighting more fluid and not just an arcade button masher like they used to be. You have to evolve the games with the times and where technology is getting more advanced and we've got better gameplay and systems and stuff. You have to really evolve the games away from the old arcade combat style. Not everyone's going to want to go out and spend $120 on an arcade joystick and touchpad. There's my second B-52. And the touchpads are, while they're fun, I feel like it takes away from some of the game because you really get into the mindset that this is an old school arcade game and it's not. And that's something that I think really bothers me with the fighter genre. You could do that with the Tekken games and the Soul Calibur games as well, and it would work for those, but I still liked playing it on the controller. Right, there's my second dogs. Calling them in, hitting the second chopper gunner. Oh, if you guys see any of our emblems, that was one of the things I wanted to put up. I've had people ask me on Xbox Live how I made my emblem. I've heard people ask how we do certain things. If there's a certain emblem that you guys play with us and you want to see how it's done, leave that on here too, and I will do an upload video of making it and a how-to video on that. There are some really cool effects you can do that are really simple. Slack's using one of them right now, or actually in the game after this he made it, but his new one is pretty tight. I definitely recommend checking out his emblem. And all of us have HE in some way, and I think he made it just out of crescents. But he did an overlapping three-dimensional crescent effect, which I guess that doesn't really make sense saying it, but when you see it, it'll make sense. So I'm knocking on the top ground. I think I went like 63 and 4 in this video, and only one death was actually by the enemy. I died once already from the B-52, and that was cool because it reset my kill streaks. I hadn't anticipated them giving me all of it again. So waiting, napalm comes in. I called it in, and then I realized, oh shit, I just called it in on myself again. So I'm running out of the way, and it kills me. The game says, you're dumb, and it respawns me into the B-52 again. So thank you, Call of Duty, for putting me right in the path of the B-52 that I just killed myself with. Really appreciate it. Other than that, everything else is going well in 8G land. Be on the lookout over at Regards channel for the Battlefield tryouts. I'm pretty sure they're coming up soon, and you're not going to want to miss that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Battlefield's a great game, and if you haven't played it, I definitely recommend checking it out. I think we're also opening up a Halo division sometime, maybe, if we get enough interest. I don't know, I need to keep up more on these things. But come and check some of that stuff out, and as always, if you want to play with any of us, just drop us a line on the forums or hit us up on an invite. We're really easy to get a hold of, and we're all really laid back when it comes to playing. So yeah, any questions, comments? No trolling, please. I hate that. And we will see you guys all on the battlefield. Enjoy.